CTV News at 5 with Tony Ryma and Rick Wyman with weather.
Good evening. Thanks so much for being with us on this Monday. Another blow for the Canadian steel industry, as Algoma Steel confirming today it has issued layoff notices for about 1,000 workers. In an email statement, a company spokesperson in Sault Ste. Marie said Algoma Steel has been significantly impacted by the unprecedented tariffs imposed by the United States. As a result, the company is closing its blast furnace and coke making operations and transitioning to electric arc steel making a year earlier than planned. The layoffs will take effect in late March. In September, it was announced the company would receive $500 million in federal and provincial loan assistance to help it deal with the tariffs. Corey Nordstrom is working on this story, and we'll have a full report at 6 o'clock. Now to the weather. Snow and cooler temperatures to greet us at the start of the work week. To tell us how long this will last, we go to CTV's Rick Wyman in the Weather Center.
Welcome December 1st. We've got squalls and flurries, as you can see, according to Environment Canada right now. Darker areas are the warnings, the lighter shell, as you can see as well. Just a watch right now, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Your systems map courtesy of CAA. Get your membership today at caa.ca. We've got some periods of snow moving into the northeast by tomorrow. And again, some accumulation this evening. We'll get into those accumulation numbers for tonight in our 7-day forecast. Our 5-day forecast will give you a hint of what you could expect over the course of the next couple of days. But we will get some sunny breaks as well, Tony. So some flurries, some sunny breaks, not all that bad. Back to you.
Thanks so much for that, Rick. Ontario's Minister of Education has lost his patience, and now he's taken over the Near North District School Board. CTV's Eric Tashner reports.
Time is up for the Near North District School Board. It's now under control by the province.
The mess that this board is in, I just thought I owed it to the people of that community and to take a leadership role.
The embattled school board has been making headlines for months. A ministry review cited the divided and inexperienced school board for its lack of communication to parents after the $58 million Parry Sound mega school wouldn't be ready by September, its deep-rooted dysfunction, its absence of leadership, and unprofessional conduct of Director of Education Craig Miles.
Bringing in somebody with a fresh set of eyes and can actually follow the proper procedures would be a breath of fresh air.
Elementary school students had to start the year at another school, while high school students switched to remote learning and are now being taught in a half-demolished school.
With the Near North District School Board specifically, yes, intervention needed to happen.
The Ministry of Education issued 15 binding directions to the school board, but the board failed to meet 10 of them within the set timelines.
Both disappointed and not surprised, if you will. Disappointed in the fact that we had the current trustees and administration were working hard.
Calandra will soon announce a new interim director of education. He's also sending in officials with the Halton District School Board to give an impartial progress report on the school build. He's also appointing the professional construction manager to assume responsibility.
We're going to get it back on track, and you have my word, we won't let this go until everything is fixed and you have a board that is focused on student achievement.
It's a dark day for education in the Near North.
Locally elected school board trustees are now dismissed. A soon-to-be-named supervisor will take over in the new year. In the interim, Calandra will oversee the school board.
This is a direct assault on local democracy. He wants to take over the school boards across the province.
Aspen and Miles were set to appear before Parry Sound Town Council this Thursday to update the public on the construction progress. In light of this new development, that meeting is now cancelled. Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
And NDP leader Marit Stiles saying today the decision to take over the Near North District School Board might have been called for, but still expressed concern about it, saying to reporters today, "I would rather see the government take the role of trustees a little more seriously," adding she would rather see strong local representation than the government stepping in. Timmins City Council has decided to close one of the laneways in the downtown. Over the years, it's posed a safety concern to business owners and the public. CTV's Lydia Chubak has more.
This laneway that runs parallel to 3rd Avenue between Spruce Street South and Pine Street South will soon be a gated area.
I spent 6 years trying to make that a better place.
Timmins councillor Corey Robbins says efforts to make the laneway safe have all been exhausted, and gating it is what he and business owners want.
Over time and talking to people, I realized that the issue is more than just the people down there. And I shifted my focus from taking something away from someone to giving it to somebody else. So I can present this opportunity as opposed to saying, I want to deny someone something, which is kind of a different thing.
Councillor Steve Black also agrees with addressing the safety issues that have arisen from this laneway, where illegal drugs have been consumed, fires have been started, and vandalism has frustrated business owners.
We've identified that the laneway is being used for things we don't want it to use for, which is putting at risk the residents and businesses, and we have a solution that the majority of the businesses in the area are in favor of at least going down and seeing if it works.
At a recent meeting, council voted in favor of closing off the laneway, and a temporary gate will be installed at each entrance until a more permanent solution or proposal is reached. Councillor Bill Gazdanovich is the only member of council who does not support closing the laneway.
It's all walls on both sides. There's about 2 opportunities for what you call so-called business. 2 opportunities that I can see.
City staff are now working on the request for proposal process. Respondents will have until the end of March to submit their ideas on how they use the area. And whomever leases a part of the laneway would have to take care of snow cleaning. Once the area is closed, the city would no longer be responsible for snow removal unless there were an emergency. Lydia Chubak, CTV News, Timmins.
It's time for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5. Rick has your full weather forecast, plus Greater Sudbury centralized services at Energy Court. We get an update when we come back.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Just want to say congrats to 3 northern teams who really advanced over the weekend to the provincial Silver Stick Championships coming up a little bit later on. U11 Coppercliff, U12 Timmins, and U13 Timmins had a chance to do both of those Timmins games yesterday at Countryside Arena in Sudbury. Great hockey, and congratulations to all 3 teams, and good luck. Forecast radar. This is what we've got going right now. After a little bit of snow yesterday, a lot of people saying, hey, winter's finally here. Yes, it is. And with that cold, that nasty wind last night, it is. We've got periods of snow in the forecast coming up on Tuesday. So again, expect more. We've got squalls and flurries throughout the northeast in some of the crucial areas like Sault Ste. Marie, Wawa, and again, Parry Sound area. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Sudbury Nickel Belt, chance of flurries for tomorrow, -3. Periods of snow on Wednesday, -4. Sunshine, -10, but colder. Friday, we've got the chance of flurries, -7. Chance of flurries on Saturday at -8. Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, chance of flurries, and again, the snow squalls in the area. Wawa, Sault Ste. Marie, Chapleau, so take note of that. Some flurries on Wednesday, -4. -5 Thursday, chance of flurries. More of the same on Friday, chance of flurries, -5, and -6 comes Saturday. Chance of flurries at 60%. Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, chance of flurries tomorrow. The odds sunny break, -5. Flurries for Wednesday, -7, -15. Wow, that's going to be nasty on Thursday with the sunshine. Friday, some sunny breaks and the chance of flurries, -10, -15. Saturday, take a look at the evening lows, -15, -16, and -24. On Saturday evening, Timmins, Cochrane, and Kapuskasing. Temiskaming Shores and Kirkland Lake, chance of flurries tomorrow, -2. Flurries, -1 on Wednesday. Sunny and colder Thursday, -13. Chance of flurries Friday, -3. And the chance of flurries on Saturday at -9. Your expected high with an evening low of -22. North Bay, West Nipissing, flurries for tomorrow -1. Periods of snow Wednesday -4, -12 Thursday. Friday, chance of flurries -8, chance of flurries on Saturday. But again, the evening temperatures -16, -12, and -18. So Tony, some flurry activity and colder weather coming up. Back to you.
Thanks, Rick. It's been 1 month since the City of Greater Sudbury centralized services at Energy Court, where a nonprofit operates a 24-hour warming center. We get an update from CTV's Angela Gemmell.
I think the main hope is that it's not a very cold winter.
The Go Give project operates this warming center 24 hours a day, serving between 100 to 150 people daily.
So we do have a significant chunk that does visit the center, but again, not everybody frequents Energy Court by itself. There could be various reasons for that, but whoever is in the vicinity, they have been accessing the center and have been utilizing the services.
They're usually at capacity each night, a challenge Farouk expects will continue throughout the winter.
If somebody does decide to leave, it does open up a spot for somebody to come in, and then depending on the nights, we do offer hand warmers and things like that at the door as well. So while people are waiting, they're not just out in the elements by themselves.
The warming center also includes space for more centralized social service supports, where individuals connect with client navigators on needs like housing, food programs, or mental health supports. Given it's only been a month since the changes, the city says right now it's monitoring feedback and activities at Energy Court.
And we'll look at changes to programming or supports as needed. There are some challenges certainly as individuals are grouped together, and we're looking at just ways in which we can support them.
There's a meeting later this week between the city and Go Give to discuss how they can better serve the individuals living in the nearby encampment. One of the challenges Farouk says has cropped up over the past month is the need for more supplies at the warming center. He says donations of coffee, bread, prepackaged snacks, hand warmers, and emergency blankets are always welcome. Angela Gemmell, CTV News, Sudbury.
A major milestone on the weekend for a long-term care facility in North Bay. Officials at Castle Home say 142 residents moved into the new facility yesterday. The building had been under construction for the past 3 years at a cost of $120 million. The new home has more than 260 beds, 16 of which are beds for Indigenous residents, and 8 more are special needs units. 2 curlers from the north are Olympic bound. Coming up on CTV News at 5. Brad Jacobs of Sault Ste. Marie and Sudbury's Tracy Fleury are heading to the Winter Games in February. A Sudbury couple has turned its yard into a festive wonderland for a good cause, helping fill the shelves of the local food bank. This is Sylvie and Daniel Choquette's display at 1199 Dollard Street in New Sudbury, which they call the Candy Cane Festival. This is the 2nd year they've gone above and beyond to decorate their homes, starting as early as October. They give out hot chocolate and prizes every Friday and Saturday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Cash donations and non-perishable items are welcome in support of the Edgar Burton Food Drive.
It's actually my husband who wanted to take over because the Rock Festival of Lights ended last year, and we were kind of bummed out that they weren't doing it anymore. So he started last year doing a small food drive, and then this year we just kind of did it bigger. We started off with both illuminations with the lights on the house, and then we just kind of grew from there.
It's just basically just doing something good of the kindness of our hearts, and doing something fun and basically everybody can enjoy, and get the whole community involved and get the young members also donating as well, get them involved as well.
I just think it's amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. They've put a lot of work into this, and I've witnessed it.
It's a wonderful thing that the community gets together and supports others, especially, like I said, at this time. It's just the atmosphere is great. It's fun to see the lights and the decorations and everything like that. So, yeah, I love that it's on my street.
And another event collecting food bank donations is Light Up Rotary Park at Sudbury's Adnak Ski Hill. There will be a mini holiday market, free s'mores and chocolate, and of course, Santa will be paying a visit. It will be happening from 5 to 9 tomorrow night. The holiday season is upon us with all the lights and decorations, but what should be a time of cheer can turn dangerous if electrical safety is overlooked. The Electrical Safety Authority, which promotes safety in Ontario, says its recent report shows that 94% of product-related electrical incidents involve products that were not approved, leading to electrical shocks or risk of fire. Representatives say this concern increases during the holidays with more gifts and decorations.
The holidays, that's the time that people do get out their old lights, their old electrical decorations that have been in storage, possibly in your garage or in your basement for the last 11 months. So please check to make sure that the cords aren't frayed, that they're still in good condition.
LaRose says to look for a Canadian certification on all electrical items and to never connect more than 3 strings of holiday lights together. For the first time, Yes Theatre in Sudbury is taking part in Giving Tuesday, and this year it is making the theatre more financially accessible for everyone. With $8,500 in donations, Yes is setting aside 600 seats for community groups and individuals to have separately priced tickets at the booth for their 2026 shows.
We are profoundly locally driven, and it can't just be for those who could afford it. And because the theatre is a very expensive venture, right? Some of our large musicals cost upwards of $500,000 to produce. And we want to make sure that everyone can come here, can take in the magic of the theatre, have their lives changed, step outside of their busy or complicated lives for an afternoon or an evening, and be moved by the wonderful power of music and art and theatre. And that's what we want to make accessible and available.
All donations to Yes Theatre are going to be matched by Laking Toyota up to $10,000. The shared goal of this initiative is $20,000. The Canadian Olympic curling trials are now over in Halifax, and 2 Northerners are heading across the pond this winter.
The pin. You need to hit, roll to the pin. How's that? And it's off to Italy.
Brad Jacobs of Sault Ste. Marie and his Calgary-based team held off Matt Dunstone's crew 6-5 in a thrilling final on Saturday. Jacobs won the best-of-3 championship 2-0.
And the hands come out. Rachel Homan will go to Cortina.
Homan with Sudbury's Tracy Fleury playing third defeated Christina Black of Halifax 12-3 Saturday to punch their ticket to the Winter Games. They won the best-of-3 series 2-0. Fleury and squad will begin play February 12th at the Cortina Curling Olympic Stadium. It's time for our weekend wrap-up, starting in the OHL. The North Bay Battalion were on the road this past weekend. Friday night, they dominated the third period to take down the Kingston Frontenacs 4-1. The Sioux Greyhounds also had a fantastic showing in Sarnia, crushing the Sting 6-2. Sudbury Wolves hosted the Barrie Colts Friday. Kieran Walton would score 2 goals and an assist in the Wolves' 6-3 victory, and Walton would continue to be the playmaker Saturday night against the Brampton Steelheads.
Gabe Sherrod, it's swiped off his stick by Walton, and now Kieran Walton down the left side. Walton drags and scores!
An overtime game winner for Walton as the Wolves net a 2-1 victory in Brampton. And the Greyhounds spent Saturday night in Flint, Michigan, where the Firebirds downed the Hounds 3-2. Sunday, the winning streaks ended for North Bay and Sudbury. The Troops fall 6-3 to the Ottawa 67s, while the Wolves get blown away by the Guelph Storm 6-2. A week of bad weather has impacted the standings in the NOJHL. The Hearst Lumberjacks plummet from 2nd to 5th as a result of postponed games due to road closures Friday and Saturday. Sudbury holds on to top spot for a 2nd week in a row. The Blind River Beavers picked up a pair of wins over the weekend, moving them up the standings to tie the Sioux Eagles, who had a rare weekend off. Catching up with Pure Country. When we return, we see what Josh and Coop are talking about. You're watching First at 4.
It's one of our biggest fundraisers of the year, and it is back for another year right here in Sudbury. The Pure Country Diaper Drive-By returns to the new Sudbury Center parking lot next week, collecting in support of the Pregnancy Care Center and Infant Food Bank.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be set up
in the parking lot. So you can just drive up, you can drop off those donations, and they all go straight to the Pregnancy Care Center Infant Food Bank. As Josh just said, this is our 8th year for this campaign, which is wild. Each and every year, the Sudbury community has stepped up in a big way. And honestly, we need your help if you are able to make this year's campaign successful again.
Yeah, that goal, 1,000 cases of diapers for, again, the Pregnancy Care Center and Infant Food Bank. It's no easy task. That is a lot of diapers, but monetary donations are being accepted as well. We know that sometimes, you know what, you can't necessarily drop off a full case. So yeah, $5 here, $5 there. It all adds up, and it all supports an incredible cause with lots of different ways and locations to donate as well, should you not be able to make it out to them all.
That's right. You can donate online. That's really cool. You can find those details on our website. A lot of other locations, any of the Shoppers Drug Mart locations in Sudbury, which is great. Pass It On Undercoating in the South End, Gem Sewing in New Sudbury, Health Tweak in the South End as well. Just a few of the locations where you can drop off diapers too, and they all go to the Pregnancy Care Center.
You can get those details on our website, but also by listening on the air. Pure Country 91.7 on the dial, or check us out on the completely free iHeartRadio app.
Our first community close-up comes to us from Sault Ste. Marie. Bruce Lee snapped this picture yesterday after a dusting of snow at Wishart Park. He says it was a beautiful wintry day. Thanks for thinking of us, Bruce. To Greater Sudbury and Coppercliff, where the local Community Action Network is holding a Christmas tree lighting ceremony on Sunday. It starts at 5 p.m. at the Coppercliff Museum. All activities are free with a non-perishable food donation. To Hanmer and Diane Boulay emailed this awesome photo to us. She says the Pixel tree is up. She and her cat Pixel wanted to wish everyone happy holidays. Thanks so much, Diane. And finally tonight, the CPKC holiday train rolled into Sudbury last night. The holiday train supports food banks across the country while spreading some Christmas cheer. Country music artist Jade Eagleson and Tegan Gase wowed the crowd along with all of those incredible lights. The holiday train will make a stop in White River this evening. And there's more news for the North coming up at 6. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National News.